Big Kenworth.
Alright, y'all.
So, yeah. My number one guy right there.
Alright, here we go, people. So we got to pull up, pick up this slag. Wells Group up here on this hill too. It's a concrete place they got out in West Virginia. Where you buy your concrete from. I done bought concrete from them numerous of times. Where I stay at, they had it's called Logan Concrete. I think Wells Group bought them out, and they opened Logan to it. It's a big company. Camera might be shaking a little bit. Excuse me there. Got it in this holder here. I actually put it in my hand. Okay, once we get up on this hill, there are Wells Group right there to your left. There's a concrete truck coming out now. They do a lot of recycling here. They bring these beams in and cut it up with these big old scissors, and then we load the metal up and take it back to the steel company also. Getting loaded with this, you gotta get loaded like, I guess 3 times here. That's slag to your right there. That's slag over there. That's that. Take that right there and then clean it up. Clean that up and send it back to the furnace to make more metal. There's a lot of metal in there. See those big old pieces up on the top? There's steel up there. That's, turn around here for y'all to see it. See that right there? Those pieces. That's metal. Big old pieces right there. They bring it down here and they break it down. And they load us up with it. Turn around, I'll get some of this clean stuff. Let's see right here. You got a little processing plant right there. See the metal pieces out there. How they get loaded right here. I'll turn this around. You see him get loaded. Like that magnet. It looks like clumps of dirt, but it actually isn't. It's metal. That they bring down here. Anything over 4 feet, bigger than 4 feet, they gotta bust it up. Then they load us back up with it after they clean it all up. We take it back to West Virginia Steel. they put it back in the furnace to make all those steel railings, beams, or whatever. It's a lot of money in steel right here. People wouldn't even believe if you had that set beside the road. Some people would walk past it, look at it, and be like, that ain't nothing right there. I can't believe when people put that pile of dirt in there. Little do they know, you take something like that to the scrapyard, get all kind of money. That's what they do right there. And we gotta pop back up here. Let me back up here so you can see. See the little processing thing they got going on over this big old processing. They process through it like a little shaker, like a shifter, and they do that. I'll go up here and see if he'll load me up here. This guy's up here. One of them's loaded, one's not. Oh, this slag. This is called slag right here. Slag pit. We hauled all that in there from behind the wall, that flood wall that I was showing you all. That's where West Virginia Steel, they go dump it in the back. And they kind of got out of hand up there. Guy was supposed to process it for him, and he just let it get out of hand. So we've been hauling it down here so they can process it, and we haul it back. Like that, we dump it off here. They sift through it or whatever, and get all the dirt out of it. So they sell the dirt, they sell the rock out of it, they sell, you know, nothing goes to waste. Kind of like a chicken, the feathers and everything. You know, they don't let nothing go to waste. And it separates everything. They got a shifter that separates everything. And after they separate it, they sell the metal out of it, the dirt, the rocks, so forth, like I said. He's unloading up here. Let's go up here and see what he's loading up here. Maybe I can get loaded up here with something else when I have metal that he's loading up here. Go up here and get loaded. See what old Brandon got loaded with. Look at it right there. Let's see what Brandon got loaded with. Let's get out here and ask Brandon what he got loaded with. Let's ask Brandon what he got loaded with. Let's see. What's going on the scale there? I guess he want me to back up now. Let's see if he want me to. Alright, he's waiting for me to go back there. So I'm gonna back up. It's loading me with steel. They actually cut this steel. They're gonna land over there. That's concrete plant. They bring material in there. Everything gotta be moved with these trucks, y'all. It's big money in this stuff right here. I'm backing up here. I'm back up under the magnet. I'll get out and show you guys what I'll be hauling here. You gotta get some more? Alright. He was out of he was underweight, so they're gonna put some more on him. I'll pull up here and then I'll get out. I'll stop right here and I'll get out and get out and show you guys.
Never mind, they changed their mind. Go ahead and go back there.
All right, Temple.
So we go over and get some, then he comes back. I guess they changed their mind there. It's all yours, brother.
All right, I'll see you when you get up here. I'll back up here. They changed their mind. Usually they try to in West Virginia, I want to stay under 80,000. You know what I mean? With these symbols here. So I think he's probably 72, so they was gonna put some more on him. So they ended up changing their mind to get him in my mirror so I can see him. You see him right here. He's waving me back in that mirror right there. I can see him on both sides. He'll tell me when to stop. Now. Jump out here. See it right here. See it right here. I usually take this stuff right here and they cut it up. These big old scissors that goes on these machines. Sometimes they take, they got torches down there. They got torches down there. But they cut this with his son. It's like a family business down here. They're gonna take that magnet and get this steel out here, and we're gonna take it back up there to West Virginia Steel, y'all. And this is where your metal and stuff goes, you know what I mean? Some just I know it's different recycling places everywhere around the United States, but this is what we doing down here at West Virginia Steel. It's different, you know what I mean? So you get loaded here. Once you get loaded here, you'll go around to the scale house and they'll weigh you out here. And if you ain't carrying a good weight, because they get paid for this, you know what I mean? So they want to put much as they can on your truck. So then when we get back to West Virginia Steel, I'll show you all. You gotta get loaded. You gotta go back to the scales again, and she give you give them the paper that they give you. Give it to them. They make a copy of it, and then you sign one of them. She give it back to you. Then if you was hauling back here the slag back there, what I was showing you all, you get a load back and forward. So we just hauling back for the day. This is our first time doing this, just hauling without a back haul, you know what I mean? So we're just gonna haul this out of here because our railroad cards is about out. So we're trying to keep this thing going. Load me right here. But as you can see, he got all kinds of stuff back in here that he's recycling stuff. It's pretty cool. If I could get over there to the furnace and show you all how they melt this stuff down and how it's processed and it come back through as these big old metal billets, and I'll show you all. It comes out of these big old blocks. So when they come out these big old blocks, and then they hot. I mean, they red hot. That's what you see on those little train cars they be pushing back and forth down at the plant. And then they make those beams. You'll see those rollers that make certain beams. It compresses it, I guess, and make it the size beams that they want or whatever. It's something like this. we'll think that it's good, but you know, I guess whatever reason, or they couldn't use it, or whatever. But come over here and they'll take some scissors that's on that machine, man. They'll take that stuff and just, you'll see it. It's crazy. They'll cut that stuff up, look like paper. And they'll load it with us, and then yeah. Stay tuned, y'all. Y'all like these videos, please hit that subscribe button, like it. And we're going to keep this truck thing going out here. Show y'all much trucking in West Virginia as possible. West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio. We'll be all over in these 3 states here. So, y'all stay tuned and be safe. I'll be back with more truck content. When I get down to the steel plant, I'll try to show y'all those billets that I was talking about with this, when they melt this down with. Stay tuned. Alright, we just made it. Coming off the scales here. As you can see me. See those guys over there cutting those big billets up? That's what they make up here. You know, it comes, that steel metal stuff we bring back, they melt it down to make those billets right there. And these rollers, show you these rollers. See these rollers? Let's make different size beams and stuff like that. They make railroad tracks and everything. If I get around here, I'll show you all. The display that they got up over here by the front office. That truck's back in there getting loaded. All those billets they load with them. Yard, the billet yard right there. They haul them in here. They make them. They got, I think, a plant to this sister plant down in Kentucky down in there. But I'm gonna get out right here and walk up here and show you all what this kind of look like. So we're parking here on the corner, but I'm gonna try to run right up here real quick and let y'all see this. For this plant right here. See if I can get up here and show you. Those rollers that I was just showing y'all. This is it right here. This kind of a display that they show you. Where they make these different type of beams. You see right here. Something like railroad tracks. Every little thing. Different types. Those are the rollers that they can press together when that metal is hot. And it rolls it out like that. Pretty cool, actually, you know what I mean? Just to see different stuff that's made in different states, and I'm gonna get my truck washed. Just to see different things that's made, these metals. get dumped off. I'll try to show you all what other things they make. Little thin type stuff, brackets or whatever. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't know what it is actually. Turn this camera around. Right there to your left is part of the Marshall. Marshall University. I think that's the, if you go on the front side where I was showing you all earlier, where the basketball gym was and football field where Randy Moss played football at. That's, so I actually, look at this right here. I just noticed it say still of West Virginia, so I had it wrong. I say West Virginia still in West Virginia. They call it both things. That's the engineering. I think that's where the students go for engineering over there to my left. I think that's what it said out front. If you look over here, it is right there. You see how they painted that stuff about the steel. Everything like that. Man, the DOT and the cops been out bad today, man. They pulled 2 of our trucks over today. That was the Huntington City cops that had one of our trucks pulled over. Like we had 2 cops on it. They gone now. That's a good thing. DOT had a semi truck pulled over earlier, pulled one of our dump trucks over, pulled another 10-wheeler over. Back down here to the yard. I'll show y'all where we gotta dump this stuff at. And then what they do, they take it, after we dump it, they take it, put it on these carts, and run it back through the furnace. Where we enter the main entrance at. That's where the furnace is. But right here where I'm turning at right here. See if I can grab this camera real quick. And I'll show y'all where the roll is down. That's the furnace. So those big, see that hot stuff over there? That stuff that drips out is actually what we are hauling back. You can see it over there. Let's see if I can zoom in. Back in there. And they get a big dozer and bring it out, load those big trucks right there, bring it out and dump it behind that flood wall right there. When we haul out of there, see the heat and everything back in there. Stuff is hot. Hot. I'll show y'all. You know where we dump this off. Just back over here. Put this back down. Let's see. radiation detectors. Normally go through these slow. You don't want to go fast because it'll set them off. Say like you're supposed to go like 6 miles per hour slower. More than 6. Got a freight liner coming out of there, dumping off. Load them up on those rail cars. They load up different stuff to come back out of there. With Dodge. Dumping off there. Turn around and see where they're dropping this stuff off at. I say, man, this yard. I hate coming back in here because, man, you can get a flat easy back there, like I showed y'all the other day, man. It's tight. Stuff laying around. So I'm gonna turn around here and show you where I'm gonna dump off at. Then I'll show you as I dump off. I'm gonna dump it. See, they're loaded in those train cars and push it through the furnace. Load it in the furnace and let it back down. That's where I'm gonna dump off at, right here. Now let's see if I can get dumped off here. Metal shavings that we bring off the barges. It's got different types of, you see them in different spots, like that's 51 and 52. Try to keep it separate. I think they try to keep the barges and everything separate from different barges as they come in. It's kind of unlevel back here, so I'm gonna try to get my truck as level as possible. Level as possible before I dump this off. And you don't want to get no flags, man. You go back up into the slag and it'll bust your tires. When I first started doing this as a we'll say a rookie. As a rookie, I did that. Pop my tailgate, engage my PTO pump, make sure we're good and level here. Start going up a little bit, go slow. This slag right here, the slag is heavy. Flip this truck, so I don't want to flip this truck. And I do want to open my high lift gate because I don't want to. I want it to come out. I don't want to get held up in the back of the. Me to put it over here. Let me go back down. You want me to put it up? I'll put it, I guess you're gonna unload it off of here. Let's see what Lonnie can do. Let's flip this back around. ain't slag? Shit. Glad you told me. Oh, thanks, man. Trying to flip this back around. Got sidetracked there, y'all. I was about to make a boo-boo. I was about to drop this steel that I got in the slag pile. It just ain't slag, remember? I said that I was getting steel, but I got sidetracked because I was getting slag. I thought I was getting slag first. Gotta be safe and sorry. Get out and look at this thing. I ain't trying to flip this truck. Sure. Follow me, what? Right, now let's try it. Finally not hang up before we hung up in there. Gotta call Lonnie and thank him on that one. See, that's why that man been here for 30 years. He's seen that. Paying attention on the yard. That'd have been a rookie. He wouldn't even said nothing. I'd have been in trouble. up. You see something else. See a piece of metal in the bottom. Trying to get out of there.
Appreciate it, Lonnie. That's old Lonnie man back there.
Can't see him, man. I don't know what's wrong with this dang on. Like my thing is messed up, man. Son, I get better at this, man, when I keep fooling around with these things. I don't know what. Oh, my truck out like I don't want to start. Rattle something loose or something. That's all. CB out there. Battery terminal. Get out, see what's going on.
The battery won't start. Terminal come off. You got no pliers? Truck. Were they in the back? Stay tuned, y'all. Told you, there's always something going on with these trucks.
Battery terminal rattle loose there. Be right back.
Man, that was a workout.
Hot out there too. The battery, when he got that steel off the back of my truck, let my gate open, kind of bounced my truck up and down there. Both rattled loose where the batteries, I guess it jumped and loosened the battery. I had to cut the rubber off the battery terminal to get everything to go down. So one of the bolts was stripped out. I got an extra one to fit it on there. I should have showed you all that, but I was trying to get off the yard so they can them other trucks will get in there and dump. I know they got places to go and places to be. Probably getting paid by the load, but happens like that. Happens like that sometimes. Like I said, drink plenty of water. Look over here, my little trash can I got over here. Water bottles everywhere. Lemonade every now and then, something like that. No bottles. Put a belly on me now. Sad. Go around these guys. Get up on the scale here. Coming back to the scale house once again, y'all. Back through the radiation detectors. Go ahead and get my paperwork. We'll go through these things about no more than 6 miles per hour, or set the thing off here. So I love Eagles. I love the bird. Love Eagles. Put my hat on. Go ahead and get my ticket. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, YouTube. Got my paperwork right here. One goes back down to the bar where we was hauling that slag and that metal. One goes back to him. So then they make 3 copies. They get one, Bob get one, I get one of my boss. Rollers I was telling y'all about, once again, they right there. You got them all over the yard. You can see them everywhere. But man, I need some more water. Need a haircut too. Tomorrow, well, Saturday, we're going to a big trucking show down in Louisville, Kentucky. So I want to see some big stretch trucks, some amount of insurance, cleaning supplies, all kind of stuff down there. So I'm going down there to get some trucking content. A lot of guys I know, they'll probably be down there. Take my son down there, let him see. Start the foot, just in case, you know. He play basketball, he play football. He's real tough at football. Just in case that he don't want to do that, something fails, he got something to fall back on. Get his CDLs at an early age, buy his own dump truck, start working for somebody. Get used to the industry out here. Buy his own dump truck, buy his own tractor trailers, whatever. And then starting from there. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing this at a late age, something I should have did years ago. You know, man, I should have did this years ago. I sat there and looked back. I said, man, I remember one day that I said, I think I was like in the 5th grade. We had career day or something like that, and it's like, what you want to be? Somebody like, I want to be a police officer. What you want to be? I want to be a doctor. What you want to be? I want to be a lawyer. They asked me. They said, what you want to be? I said, I want to be a truck driver. And everybody started laughing. But the thing about that is, you can get your CDLs within 6 weeks or 6 months or a year, however long it take you to pass that test. You know what I mean? Try to get all your certifications, passenger, bus, tanker endorsements. Get all your endorsements. I mean, that's the certifications, whatever. Get all your endorsements, man. Everything that you can get, and I got a TWIC card, so I can, you know, get in and out of these military bases and all kind of stuff. If you hauling, it just save you the hassle from having to go through security when you say you're hauling for Volvo or whatever, and you got to take trucks across the country, then you got to catch the bus back. I mean, the plane back. You just hand them your TWIC card and go around the moon. You ain't got to worry about it. It's like a federal TWIC card. Get on these federal job sites and all this stuff like that. It's got everything about you in that card. They know about you. So I got that too. And I'll show y'all that later on. But man, yeah, I'm starting my son on this thing here. If it's something he want to do, I'll start off at a late age. But I love it. I love being out here trucking. I don't like coming out here working for pennies, though. I won't do that. I ain't coming out here working 16, 17, 18 hours a day or whatever the case may be. Go home with a $600 paycheck at the end of the week. I ain't doing Sometimes asphalt season can be long hours. And let that being said by that being said, be out here long hours. Get that money when I first came out doing asphalt. I was out here all night. Working weekends, 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. Out there getting it in. Get up at 4, getting back home at 9, 10 o'clock. Back up at 4, back out. But you want to get that money and you're young, stop playing them video games. Get your CDLs, man. I'm going to get out of here, YouTube. Get ready to go to the house. Get my logbook. Get everything. Everything lined out here. Get my hours and my quitting time. On my quitting time, right? And my mileage. Get ready to start another day. Everybody be safe. And hit that subscribe button and like this channel. And we'll keep this thing going. Saturday, man. Saturday, I can't wait. We're gonna go down to Louisville, get these big old trucks, watch all this stuff, man. And I'm just gonna be excited just to be there and get all this stuff in the video. Y'all wanna see some bad dump trucks, some bad semi trucks? Be on here Saturday. Oh, you ain't gotta be on Saturday. Alright. Deuces.